It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, a pretty equal matchup tonight. They're hoping to grab a road win, a yardstick game as they try to reach that next level. It's been said that Karl Anthony Towns is the prototypical modern big man in the league. There's no doubt that he's a star with all the potential in the world, but would you guys agree he represents the future of that position?
You know, I like him one because he's from Jersey, and he can play inside and outside. He's lengthy and strong, but he's very mobile, agile, and futile.
His skill set is coveted by every player.
Fruitile?
Oh, no question.
I got that
What's fruitile?
I got it from Dick Vitale. I don't know.
Fruitile?
I heard Dick Vitale say it.
What does fruitile mean?
Fruitile is like, it's fruitful, but it's got a lot of tile to it.
But it's futile as well. It's a futile fruitfulness.
He got a lot of tile to it.
He's got a lot of tile to it.
Fruitile.
That means he can lay it down. He's got a lot of tile to his
Yeah.
fruit.
That's right, Ernie can lay his game down.
He can lay it down.
And his
Sorry.
game is sweet like
Sorry,
fruit.
I'm so out of step.
You're not a
almost
millennial.
time for the tip-off. See you next time.
The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And the Clippers head back to Los Angeles after today's contest. And, of course, Avery Bradley. And we've been keeping an eye on him. This is the time he's going through now with that new adjustment phase with his new team.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and, man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while. Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. In what should be an exciting game to watch, two of the most athletic teams in the league. Doris, what are the keys in this one?
Well, you'd think it would be about the pace, but to me, when there's this level of athletic ability, it's about the execution and patience on offense, and certainly you've got to sprint back in transition defense.
So the Clippers win the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Harris kicks to Jordan. Beverley for 3. And Butler sends it back. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Butler.
Yeah, and that's just Butler staying alert, right? He keeps his eyes up. He's willing to make the extra pass. This guy understands the game.
And Beverley kicks to Harris. Gallinari left side. And he banks in the layup.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
T kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Butler. Towns, a screen on Bradley. Butler on the wing, guarded by Bradley. He gets that one. Towns has got his first points of the night.
He may be in his formative years, but Karl Anthony Towns looking like a vet shot maker.
Beverley dishes to Harris. Back to Beverley. He kicks it to Bradley. over Butler. Bradley can't get it to go.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Towns the screen. Here's Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Solid screen by Karl Anthony Towns. Fills out that long frame of his. Just an imposing figure.
Now, here is Gallinari. Boy, he just disappeared against Dallas when they needed him the most. And Jordan gets it to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Here's Gibson. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Butler from outside. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Well, I couldn't agree more, Greg. Situations like that you hope build character, but they need to knock down the free throws, bottom line.
Bradley kicks to Harris. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, Kev, that's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide-open teammates on a consistent basis.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
And it's the Clippers with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Jordan the pass to Gallinari. No good that time, and Minnesota will come the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
We know whichever team makes the best adjustments on the fly will have the best chance of emerging victorious in this first meeting.
Now Harris, following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. And Gibson kicks to T. He dishes it to Butler. Towns sets the pick for Butler. Teague with a clean look. Can't capitalize on the good pick. The Clippers trail. Here's Beverly. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Gallinari wide open. The long distance three is buried.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Now here's Butler. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Gibson dishes to T. 13 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
And Gallinari kicks to Jordan. Teague against Beverly to the middle. Here's Harris, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, there's no doubt that last season the major downfall in most games for the Timberwolves was their struggle on the defensive end of the floor, right? Too many holes in the perimeter, couldn't get stops when they needed them.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
That's good from Harris. And this Minnesota roster has good defenders on it, Doris, but it's just a matter of getting all 5 players on the court to commit on the defensive end.
Right. Think about how young they have been, and focus at times can be an issue. You know, Coach Tom Thibodeau is not going to let that slip. This is a group that showed improvement as the season wore on, and they know they must be much better on the defensive end this season.
And Harris drops them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Teague for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. And finally they hit one. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
Well, such work ethic. Towns brutal on the offensive glass.
In the corner, it's Harris. Jacks up a three. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Teague, the pass to Butler. To the paint. Here's Towns. The Clippers grab the miss.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Down low, Harris. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The feed now to Towns. Fade away. Another miss by Towns.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Bradley, no one around him. His three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wiggins against Gallinari. Stolen by Beverly. And Gallinari kicks to Harris. Gibson with the steal. Pulls up on the wing. Jump shot is good that time. Butler's got his first bucket in this one.
I tell you, you better protect the basketball around Jimmy Butler. The anticipation skills, he'll pick it clean from you.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. With more floor spacing becoming so important, we now see guys launching from well beyond the arc. Doris, from what you've observed, and you've seen a lot of basketball over your years, well, which shooters in the league right now have the best deep range night to night in the league?
Well, we've seen Steph Curry make a shot from the tunnel in the Oracle Arena, so I'd say we have to begin with... Literally from the tunnel in his pregame routine. Steph Curry obviously is the guy who, as soon as he steps across half court, you've got to check him or he might let loose. Klay Thompson, his ability to rise and fire, he might be more of a fireball in a short span than any player in the league. Kyle Korver, Damian Lillard. Think Damian Lillard out in Portland, the extraordinary job he does scoring the basketball with great productivity from beyond the arc.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, Jones. Muhammad against Rivers. Crawford outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jang with the screen for Jones. That's tipped. Goes up again and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Now, this is, to me, where Zhang is really starting to improve, making moves inside that force the defender's hand.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws here tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
I tell you, Gorgui Zhang is improving and becoming a value at the center spot with all that length. He challenges shots. He's got a nice face-up touch. There's a lot to like with this guy.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And with Zhang's length and touch, you feel comfortable playing him at either the 4 or the 5. And also versatile enough, Doris, to play as a starter or off the bench.
Right. It's hard to find a big man who does as much as Gorgui Zhang. He doesn't necessarily dominate in one area, but this guy always finds a way to contribute.
Now here's Jones. And the pass to Bielitsa. Trying to find Muhammad. Gets it to him. Can't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And here's Rivers. Off target at the rim.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Jones with it. Quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Kicks to Zhang. Shoots from 12. Jump shot is good.
made himself into a money scorer from mid-range. He's put the time in, and it's paid off.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Rivers with it. Now defended by Muhammad. Rivers passes to Marjanovic. And he makes the bucket. True contact and gets the whistle, too.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, you think about Tom Thibodeau as the architect of so many great defensive teams. For Minnesota, it took some time on the defensive end, but he feels like this team is starting to turn a corner on that end.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Williams, that's a two-pointer. Nice D from Crawford.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Gorgui Dieng with a nice delivery. Not only surprising people with his scoring, but how he can facilitate as well.
Marjanovic takes to Rivers. Feeds to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, you know, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
And for Thibodeau, you simply can't play for him unless you exert maximum effort on defense. Doris, he can be tough, but fair in what he demands.
Well, as long as you're willing to work hard every single day on every possession, you can play for Tom Thibodeau. This is a guy who constantly preaches the importance of the little things, and he wants proper defense to become second nature for his team.
Here's Crawford after the Clippers pick up 2. For the 3. Crawford missing again.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Teodosic. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Jones. Stolen by Rivers. Down low and pushing it up. Here's the Clippers.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here's Crawford. Playing Oklahoma City, he was nearly unstoppable. Dieng with a screen on Williams. Pass to Bielitsa. It's Jones on the wing. Clock at 4. They set the pick. Shot off the pick. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
My goodness, get right in his grill and force him to alter the shot. That's tough defense in the post.
Williams against Crawford. Pass to Teodosic. Here's Rivers, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Muhammad. The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Rivers hits both of them. Timberwolves trail by 11. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Crawford. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Outside, Jones. Jang, a screen. Jones kicks to Crawford. Crawford missing again, and so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and rebound for our team. And, you know, I've accepted my role, and I feel like I'm, you know, excelling in my role.
Well, Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
And he may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan has become a defensive beast. And the thing of it is, he's still learning, still getting better.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers, guys.
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Rivers out there with Harrell. Then it's Williams. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Teodosic in at the point guard position. Williams. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The former Sixth Man of the Year in 2015, Lou Williams, can fill it up in a hurry.
Sweet Lou. I mean, he is a terrific shooter, uses that fadeaway to create some space, and he has really become a master at getting himself to the free throw line. He excels in this role in terms of creating efficient offense off the bench.
The first free throw is good.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Both shots good from the stripe. Doris, so often we talk about high basketball IQ. Is that something you can learn, or do you have to be born with something like that?
I think it's probably a little bit of both, but if you look at someone like LeBron James, whose basketball IQ may be the highest we've ever seen, I think he's a guy whose basketball knowledge is always expanding. And I think if you love the game, you're constantly taking in information. So probably a little bit of both.
So you've always got to be curious, right? Even if you're at the top of the game like LeBron or yourself.
Right. LeBron is just, he's constantly taking in sources of information, upping his ante in terms of film watching and preparation. Really special to be able to watch that guy work.
And I know that's how you prepare as a broadcaster now. I'd like to tag along sometime and watch you prepare for a game. That'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be a blast.
Clippers leading by 11. And the bank shot is good. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter for Minnesota. They've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Screen by Jones. Here's Crawford. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And where the shots been coming from tonight, here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Los Angeles.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim, those tend to be far more efficient.
Los Angeles leading by 11. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. For three, Harris. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. The Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. There's the dish to T. And Gibson kicks to Butler. Here's Towns. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Oh, what a big-time move by Karl Anthony Towns, undeterred with a hand in his face.
Beverly dishes to Gallinari. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 9. To the inside. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harris passes to Jordan. Gibson with the steal. Bradley against Butler. Dishes it to T. Here's Wiggins, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Because sometimes Wiggins better off when he doesn't have to put the ball on the deck.
Clippers leading by 5. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Jordan kicks to Bradley. In the corner, it's Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Over Gibson. Crew on the 14-footer. And that's now 11 points for Tobias Harris.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Here's Gibson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Harris outside. He feeds it to Gallinari. Over Wiggins. And it's Gallinari missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Butler. And Beverly kicks to Harris. There's a good screen. Here's Bradley, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Well, Kevin, how about the remarkable improvement of Avery Bradley over time? Once strictly a dominant defender, this guy can make threes. He can drive the lane. There isn't an aspect of the game where he hasn't grown.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley. And Avery Bradley with arguably his best season last year.
No doubt, Kev. Very efficient shooting the basketball. His rebounding numbers were off the charts. And let's remember, he's 6'2", but plays much bigger.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Teague dishes to Butler, shoots over Bradley, misses off the left iron. Here's Beverly, and that one drops. Beverly's got his first points in this one.
He's got such soft touch around the rim. The D has to try to keep him out of the paint, because if he gets close, it's lights out.
Teague kicks to Towns. Shot from the wing. Gibson, great positioning on the putback.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clippers leading by 4. The feed to Bradley. Down low, and the dunk by Jordan.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Teague. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. To the inside. Gallinari with the steal.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is crucial part of the defense for these guys.
And that one's good. Beverley. Timberwolves trail by 8. Teague hits to Wiggins. There's the pick. He dishes it to Gibson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson.
And taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari, how his last 10 games have gone. Second in steals and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And back to your point, number 2 in steals. He's just a tireless worker. Plays that hard-nosed, on-ball defense. Most guys just can't disengage from him. Now, here's Bradley. 20 points for him last game against Dallas.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific. Boy, you have got to love the dime, the pass on time and on target.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, a testament to how level-headed this group is. Nice job executing on the offensive end of the floor.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Timberwolves. They're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, the Clippers, 2 games back.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
Yeah, I think that growing process has already taken place. This is a team that already knows what its identity is and where its strengths lie.
And it's Gallinari missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Well, Wiggins, young in his career, but he's already giving lots of defenders headaches night after night.
For all the great things that Andrew Wiggins does on the floor, he is still working to solidify his defensive game. Never easy, Doris, for a young player in the NBA. And it's something that he knows he can improve upon.
Well, and I think the important piece is Andrew Wiggins is invested in becoming a better defender. And most pure scorers think they can get away with playing average at best defense. Wiggins wants to be known as a complete player.
Clippers leading by 7. Harris kicks to Gallinari. On the wing, Harris, defended by Towns. Gibson with the steal, pushing it up. Here's Wiggins, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
They set the pick. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Taj Gibson picks one up. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
That one is off.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Second free throw, no good. Well, we all have hobbies outside basketball, Doris. You've said that one of your passions is cooking, and I know this personally. I have to ask, what's your best dish? What's your specialty?
You know, that might be too many to name, but if I were to pick just one, I would probably have to say my chicken tetrazzini is my children's favorite. Boy, I can throw down in the kitchen, Kevin.
Learn that from Mom? Did you just pick that up on your own? How'd you learn to be such a good cook?
You know, my daughter and I, that was one thing that sort of really bonded us. We would watch a little cooking show on TV, head to the kitchen, and try to reproduce it. So Sarah and I did some work.
Love that story. We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. DeAndre Jordan, number 1.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And guys, you have to be able to knock down your free throws. Struggling with that this quarter. Good way to let your opponent back in the game.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Minnesota. And the Clippers with a change here too. Williams is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Here's Teague. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Towns sets the pick for Teague. He kicks it to Wiggins. Shoots it up. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams against Teague. Williams passes to Harris. And the rejection by Towns. Teague against Williams. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good on the 3. Los Angeles leading by 4. Williams dishes to Harris. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Shoots from 12. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Teague. Teague's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Clippers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here is Williams. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Harris with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Butler. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Teague. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Harris. Rivers, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Teodosic subbed in for Avery Bradley.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Williams against Crawford. Back to Muhammad. Clock at 6. Over Rivers. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Crawford. Muhammad against Rivers. Back to Crawford. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the half. And there's the pass to Jang. Here's Muhammad. They shoot again. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Towns.
And plain and simple, they just don't have the three-point shot tonight. They'll need to keep taking them to keep the defense honest, but they can't expect it to be a major source of points the way they have been clanking it off the iron so far. Just a bad time to go cold from deep as a team.
First one falls for him. And about halfway through the season, some teams at the bottom, Doris, they're struggling. So my question to you is, at what point do you suddenly realize, wow, we are truly in rebuild mode?
Well, this is a fascinating part of the NBA at this point. A lot of discussion about super teams, a lot of discussion amongst general managers that we're playing for second. Is that something we want to do? And I think this is an issue the NBA and the collective bargaining agreement is going to have to address long term. There was no cap smoothing, and therefore there was that great influx of money that contributed to the super teams. Can the collective bargaining agreement between the league and the players in the long run afford us some measure of balance in the NBA? It's important, I think, that each organization believe if they're managed correctly, they have a chance for a championship.
And here is Muhammad after Lou Williams was able to get the three to go. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And let's see some of the numbers here on Jamal Crawford. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 13 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Here's Bielitsa. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
And Jang gets it to go.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Rivers. Here's Marjanovic. Minnesota with the rebound. Bielitsa's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Jang. Tries again. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Here with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew, for you personally, a great first half. You really got to the rim a lot of times. What are you seeing out there?
Just a mindset to attack the rim early, try to mark my presence.
We certainly saw you in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass cleaned.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
You know, my favorite thing, Greg, I think he showed no fear in attacking the defense. He got on the interior with ease.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. And it's Teague in at the point guard. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Andrew Wiggins with the statement finish.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Here's Harris following the basket by Andrew Wiggins.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Clippers trail by 4. Now here's Beverly. Gallinari right side. Banked in off the glass. Gallinari's got 7.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, Towns does so many things on the floor, already an elite post scorer. But, Greg, one area that he has struggled with at times is his defense against other bigs.
And I think he'll continue to improve in that area. What happens with young guys, though, is oftentimes you're in prove how good I am mode when you're young, and you lose sight of some of the things that help you win games. And I think that's one reason why he had one of the worst defensive RPMs in the entire league. But young bigs tend to take a bit longer to develop into great defenders, and I expect he will follow in that line.
The free throw drops for Towns.
You know, in their amateur days, Jahlil Okafor was actually rated ahead of Karl Anthony Towns, but Towns goes on to win the Rookie of the Year.
And Towns drops them both.
Boy, when you watch Cat play out there, you can forget exactly how young he is. The poise and manner of a 10-year vet, and very aware of what is happening on the court.
Off the pick, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Minnesota in the lead. T kicks to Gibson. Pass to Butler. Here's Towns. Another miss by Minnesota. And while Towns does play beyond his years, he is definitely young, to the point where he was actually younger than every member of both starting fives, Doris, in the national championship game last season in college basketball.
I think it's got to be a scary thought for the league that Cat is still years away from what should be his prime. It's rare to see a player so young have such great court awareness, and I think that's the thing that separates good players from great players.
Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. Gallinari 4th.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
Yeah, defense a huge point of emphasis for each of them. And it doesn't matter whether they're on the ball, as the steals suggest, or off the ball situations either. They are as active a group of defenders as you're going to see.
The first one falls. drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Towns, a screen on Beverly. T kicks to Towns. And yes, it's good. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
And the shot falls short this time.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Harris outside. Kicks it to Bradley. Back to Harris. Towns with the steal. Here's Wiggins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you see it right there. Wiggins excels at drawing contact. Getting to the free throw line, his specialty.
And when Andrew Wiggins came into the league, there was a lot of fanfare and lofty expectations placed upon him. Many in the league thought he'd be the next big wing star in the league. And Doris, while the hype might have gotten carried away a little bit, Wiggins has shown he's a force on the court.
Right, he's dealing with a couple of things. The hype coming out of college and also being involved with the trade for Kevin Love. There's a lot to live up to there, but this guy has shown an outstanding ability to live up to the #1 pick label. This guy's a franchise talent no matter how you look at it.
And he sinks the second.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
And here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Jordan, the pass to Gallinari for the lead. And he lays it up and in. Gallinari's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
T kicks to Towns. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, a wide open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
And Bradley gets it to go.
I'll tell you, Avery Bradley showing great confidence in that three-point ability. And the defense has now got to keep him legit.
Now here's Teague. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Another miss by Towns. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-5 run here. Count it, good. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Wiggins outside, gives him the screen. Wiggins kicks to Butler. Off the screen, Teague for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the rejection by Towns. Here's Beverly. Minnesota with the rebound. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Bradley dishes to Harris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jeff Teague.
Yeah, easy call.
That's good from Harris. And Los Angeles with some changes. Austin Rivers comes in for Avery Bradley. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Harris drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Gibson kicks to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot's good by Gibson.
What a quick read by Towns, always keeping his head up.
Here's the Clippers. They're on a 17-7 run. Rivers passes to Teodosic. Jordan the screen. Back to Rivers. Feeds to Jordan. Pass to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Over Butler. Pass to Jordan. It's tipped. Harris inside the line. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Boy, you realize how fast Wiggins is moving when he pulls up on a dime like that.
Jordan the screen. There's the pass to Teodosic. The dish now to Jordan. Passes to Teodosic. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Minnesota making some changes. Bielitsa comes in for Taj Gibson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Teague. The Clippers also making some changes. Marjanovic comes in for Jordan. And it's Montrezl Harrell in for Tobias Harris. And that one's good by Butler.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Teodosic, the pass to Rivers. Marjanovic with a screen for Rivers.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns.
A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 4th in blocks, 15th in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. A free throw drops for Rivers. Minnesota making some changes. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Crawford in for Butler. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Williams, he's checked in for Gallinari. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Jones, no one around him. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he could knock it down, and he does.
They set the pick. It's deflected. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Timberwolves.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Here's Teodosic. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Crawford against Williams. Crawford up top. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Bielitsa. And stolen by Harrell. Williams in the post, guarded by Crawford. Cuts off the pass. Outside, Jones. The shot by Muhammad. Nobody around. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Every team's looking for that instant offense, and Muhammad can do that for you.
Teodosic, the pass to Rivers. Over in the corner, Williams. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Muhammad. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Well, that's a rugged finish right there by Muhammad. Takes a hit, able to convert.
Hey, Doris, Shabazz Muhammad, a player that has slid nicely into that sixth-man role, comes in looking to score, but does so in an efficient manner and can help his offense without taking too many shots.
Right, Kev. You don't find too many sixth men who will come and consistently shoot over 45%. Shabazz Muhammad has done exactly that, and it's rare to have that kind of efficiency off the bench.
Clippers trail by 6. Williams dishes to Harrell. Back to Williams. Shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup. Williams has got 11.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wimp.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. For Minnesota, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. Clippers trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Rivers, and he makes good on the layup. He has 5.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
Crawford outside. There's a good screen. Screen by Jones. Crawford kicks to Muhammad. That's tipped. Here's Teodosic, defended by Jones, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Ouch, that's a waste of possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
And Minnesota has possession. 4-point game. Crawford against Williams. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. 8 points for Austin Rivers.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's Crawford, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. .158 left in the third. Dishes it to Jones. There's a screen. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 6. Clippers trail by 3. Williams with the ball. 11 points in the game. He feeds it to Harrell. Here's Teodosic. 6 on the shot clock. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Muhammad. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Muhammad with the steal. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. The layup off target. Here's Rivers. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Jones kicks to Crawford. They set the pick. Right side Jones. Here's Jang. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Clippers trail by 3. Now Williams. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Now here's Jones. Crawford outside. Shot clock at 5. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Listen, this guy's shooting it well enough these days, is Gorgui Dieng. You might want to run him off his spot and make him put it on the deck.
Crawford with the steal. The third quarter comes to a close. Minnesota on top, up 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Hey guys, I told you, 1 bucket at a time, all right? 1 bucket at a time, and extra passes. Extra passes. Let's go, baby.
Doc Rivers keeping his guys focused on the moment, trying to maximize the results of each possession.
Yeah, and there's no value in getting too far ahead of yourself. Just run the offense the way it was designed and just look for good shots each possession.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Beverly and Williams are the 1 and the 2. Marjanovic is out there with Harrell, and it's Rivers in at the small forward. Now here's Jones. Here's Muhammad. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Shot clock at 6. Jones. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Clippers trail by 3. Bradley, that's for 2, and right through it goes.
You know, since halftime, he's finally started to shoot with confidence.
Jones, the pass to Jang. It's Bielitsa. Misses the 3.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Back to Beverly. The feed to Harrell. He dishes it to Rivers to take the lead. Another shot. And Harrell with the lay-in. Good. And the Clippers lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Both teams will make substitutions. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
And it's Wiggins missing. Harris dishes to Gallinari. Butler against Bradley. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Well, you have to admire the way Bradley is controlling his body. In that instance, welcomes the contact with open arms.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Towns the screen. T kicks to Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, this is a big physical guy himself, and Towns finds other teams trying to bump him off his game.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Towns drops them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's Beverly. They set the pick. Here's Bradley, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Teague, the pass to Gibson. Releases. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
On the wing, Harris. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got 20.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Wiggins dishes to Gibson. Good on the shot.
If Taj Gibson gets around the rack, you understand this guy is going to make an opportunity.
Beverly against T. It's stolen by T. Wiggins outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Now that's a beautiful in-between game. Towns just so pure on that shot.
Now here's Beverly. In the corner, it's Harris. The tray. Harris missing again. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. T kicks to Gibson. On the wing, Wiggins, guarded by Harris. And it's Wiggins missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Deflects the pass. Here's Butler to take the lead. It's deflected. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And the Clippers lead by 2. Towns, the screen. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Bradley off the drive. Towns with the defensive effort.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
Butler passes to Teague. He kicks to Gibson. Timberwolves passing it around. And they call an illegal screen here.
You know, you've got to be composed mentally right now at this time of the game. It's really careless play right there.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Harris a screen on Teague. And Beverly kicks to Harris. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Towns. Ring shot on the way. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, he's just having a lot of fun. When your offense is going like this young man's, Karl Anthony Towns knows no bounds.
Beverly dishes to Bradley. Kicks it to Jordan. Count that one.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Jordan no good on the free throw. Timberwolves trail by 4. Towns the pass to Wiggins. To the wing on the left. Towns sets the pick for Teague. Back to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Buried from 15 feet out. Towns has got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, in a very short period of time, because he's got such a versatile skill set, some people are already comparing Towns to Hakeem. Wow.
Now here is Harris. Here's Beverly. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Teague. Towns up top, guarded by Jordan to tie it up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
Shooting 2.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one is no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Well, I love how self-assured Avery Bradley has become. On the catch and shoot, there's no hesitation.
Now, here's Teague. Outside Butler. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
Don't you love seeing this guy rise to the occasion, going right at the defense and getting it done in the clutch?
Jordan with the bucket.
Yeah, and it's the long arms of Jordan, staying active on the boards for these high-percentage putbacks.
Beverly against Teague. Outside Gibson. Back to Teague. Feeds to Gibson. Butler on the wing. Shoots over Bradley. Kicks it out to Wiggins. They get it back. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gibson's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Well, Taj Gibson has built his NBA game on his ability to rebound the basketball consistently. What a great nose for it he has.
Now here's Jordan, and here's Bradley from three. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Inside. No good from Gibson. Clippers leading by 3. Bradley kicks to Beverly. Over Teague. And it's Beverly missing.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
And how's that for a solo performance?
Well, you couldn't do it any better than that, Greg. Textbook execution on the break.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Tobias Harris.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Jordan. The shot comes out. Towns with the defensive effort.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Well, plenty of energy left for key situations. The young Andrew Wiggins determined.
And here's Beverly following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. They set the screen. Here's Harris. Jeff Teague with the rebound. Teague's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Wiggins drives in. It's a hand on it. No good from Gibson.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
Bradley can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. And there's the pass to Teague. Stolen by Beverly. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Jeff Teague.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
That's good from Beverly.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Now here's Teague. The 9-foot shot. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 25 points in the game.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Jordan the screen. The dish now to Bradley. Jordan with the screen on Butler. Bradley. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Bradley's got 16 points here in the second half. Here's Teague. Outside Gibson. Passes it to Butler. Dishes to Towns. Lets it go from 11. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists now in the game. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Now here's Beverly. It's tipped. Now here comes Teague leading the break. Here's Towns. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard. Jeff Teague unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Alinari right side. Outside Bradley. Jordan the screen. Off the screen. Bradley can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. Here's Towns. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Gentlemen, loose shot. Loose shot.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
There's a screen. Jordan the screen. Here's Harris. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
Butler kicks to Towns. Over Jordan. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, listen, Kev, we know this. Getting to the line has become such a big part of Jimmy Butler's game. I can't help but admire how he has put together a complete package of an NBA game. It's really a thing of beauty.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. We've got 22 seconds left in the game, and he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, there's so much value in how Jeff Teague runs an offense. He's got great speed. He plays hard on both ends of the floor. I think any organization would be lucky to have this guy. So a very productive trip to the line that time, and they're sitting on a nice lead now.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 7. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Rivers. And again, no good by the Clippers. Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
no pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influence.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.